Hello everyone. This is the pre-market report video for today, 12th June 2024 for the Indian stock market in terms of Nifty and Bank Nifty. Yesterday, for the third session in a row, Nifty moved in the very narrow band between 23,150 to 23,400. I mean, if we see the monthly Nifty price action, 3 days market roughly at the same place and closed there only like a straight line. So it seems market is kind of waiting for something to happen. I'm not sure which one. Maybe I think it's budget. So market can make some sense that what Modi 3.0 policy will be kind of. So please let me know in the comment section what you think, what will be the next trigger point, when and which direction. At least one very good thing happened yesterday was from the negative 20 points premium for the future market, it turned to 70 positive points, which for the present day of the month, it's more reasonable one. I think the premium is restored due to the result of cabinet formation. Since let's say if BJP gives 2 or 3 cabinets to JDU and TDP means it's clearly an indication of weakness. But now giving only one cabinet to both alliance and BJP keeping all the key ministers at the same portfolio gives some confidence to the market that it will be the continuation of the policy and government. However, still that alone not enough to continue the next leg of up move. Now, stock-wise, ONGC increased 5% as Jefferies retained their buy rating, and regarding the reason, they cited this government policy continuation expects to increase the company's profitability. So, despite Reliance closed negative of near 1%, the whole oil sector increased 1.33%. Then the other major sectors, pharma, FMCG and banks were down not much but between 0.2 to 0.5%, whereas IT sector closed flat. Then about institution, after 2 days of net buying for substantial amount, again FII turned as net sellers but not much, just 110 crore rupees. Whereas DII net bought for near 3,200 crore rupees. And if you see the future market open interest, FII was not that bad. There were long for 37%, whereas both retail and DII were holding long position for more than 50%. So the open interest of institution is not one side skewed, rather it's more of a balanced one and also the indication of flat one. These were the quick takeaway from yesterday's Indian market. Coming to US, as we know, tonight lots going to be in US. Consumer inflation data for May month will be released before their market opening. So at the time of US market opening, US market will react to it. Then around 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, Fed interest rate decision will be released. At present, the wider expectation is to keep it paused. Then after that 2:30 p.m., Fed chairman press is scheduled. Hence, after 2:30, market will be reacting to the Fed chairman speech. So most probably US market expect it to be violent. Anyway, now last night Apple stock increased over 7% since in their developer conference they unveiled the new company's future AI strategy, which they expect to integrate the ChatGPT chatbot in the iPhone. We know Apple is the second largest company in the world by market cap and the index heavyweight in both NASDAQ and S&P 500. Hence, NASDAQ and S&P 500 alone closed on the positive note. Dow Jones closed negative 0.33%, whereas others S&P 500 up by 0.27% and NASDAQ increased 0.88%. Again for the second day in a row, despite S&P 500 closing positive, VIX also increased, it moved near 13. Meaning same as yesterday, it's just short covering and Apple show, not that global momentum is improved. Then coming about oil, I don't know how and why. In fact, yesterday OPEC plus countries in their monthly report, because of improved commutation, they expect the oil demand to increase over 2.4 million barrels per day. But unfortunately, market was also expecting this sort of news. So in the last 2-3 sessions before last night, oil price increased over 5%. Hence, last night profit booking and the less demand on the US weekly inventory data made the oil price to drop 2%. At the time of this video, Brent crude closed at around $82 per barrel and WTI crude trading just below $78 per barrel. Moving on, regarding Indian ADR, as it's just in line with Indian market. Only ICICI Bank closed near negative of 1%. All others closed 0 to 0.2% negative. So it's not indicating any, it's just following the Indian market price action, but ICICI Bank was more negative. About GIFT Nifty, early morning it closed at 23,318. Considering the premium 70 points, for now it's indicating again flat to negative 30 points opening. So those were the things happened last night in the global market. Now let's look at the India specific information. First, about Wipro. Last night Wipro launched the AI specific platform called Lab 45, where they can help the client through the generative AI solution. Almost for the past 2 years, AI is the buzzword, so Wipro will be on focus today. Second, overall economy related macro. Yesterday, World Bank released the Global Economy Future Projection. In that, for India, they maintained and expects to grow 6.6% in FY 2025, and for the 3 years on an average, they expect it to grow 6.7%. Both of them unchanged from the previous February projection. Here, I personally didn't consider this as negative. Let's see how market reacts to it. As a summary, US market closed positive, but still market is waiting for inflation data and as well as Fed chairman's tonight comment. For now, Indian ADR and GIFT Nifty indicating the flat to negative 30 points opening, which is okay. But please keep in mind, last 3 days market was very much flat and today is Bank Nifty expiry, and above all tonight lots of influencing economic macro is scheduled to release. So most probably some people expect to close their positions, which might possibly create some level of volatility. Moving on, as per stock open interest, Hindustan Copper, Indico, Coal India, IDFC, Apica Lab and ITC got an increase in open interest along with a negative close, indicates the short build-up. On the other hand, GMR Infra, ONGC, NMDC, IEX, Sun TV and IOC got an increase in open interest with a positive price close, indicating the long build-up. Then about the things to look out, early morning Chinese inflation data is due, and during our market hours at 11:30 p.m. Germany's consumer inflation data and UK's GDP data is scheduled release. And in the aftermarket hours at 5:30 p.m., India's consumer inflation for May month and industrial production growth for April month is due. Here, the consumer inflation expects to increase 4.9%. Then in the night at 7 p.m., US consumer inflation data is scheduled release. In addition, Fed interest rate decision also scheduled tonight. So these are the some of the important items we need to keep an eye out today. Coming to technical, Nifty opened 20 points gap up, and as I said, it was in the narrow band between 23,150 to 23,400 and closed near the opening below 23,300. Thus, on the daily chart, Nifty formed a doji candlestick pattern which indicating indecisiveness among buyers and sellers. Here, the daily RSI got the buy rating, whereas because of the final hour selling, the hourly RSI got the negative crossover, so it another day with divergent signal. So the sentiment is sideways, and until it breaks out of the range 23,150 to 23,400, it expects it to be sideways. Any decisive breakout on either side might confirm the future direction of the market. On the higher end, about 23,350, it might move towards 23,600. Meanwhile, the support below 23,150 is placed at 23,000 to 22,900. In case of Bank Nifty, it opened 20 points gap down and moved down 49,500, where it took the support and regained. Then finally, Bank Nifty ended marginally negative around 49,700. Thus, on the daily chart, Bank Nifty also formed a doji candlestick pattern. So, expects it also to continue sideways until it breaks above 50,000 mark on the upside, whereas on the downside, the immediate support is at 49,000. Then on the weekly options front, the maximum call option option open interest was at 24,000 strike, followed by 25,000 and 24,500, with maximum new call option writing at 24,000 strike, then 23,800 and 23,850. Whereas on the put side, the maximum open interest was at 22,500 strike, followed by 23,000 and 22,000, with maximum put option writing at 22,500 and then 22,600 and 23,200. Thus, from options data, Nifty's resistance is at 24,000 with strong support at 22,500. So that's all in this video. Hope you all got some useful information. Please consider subscribing the channel and liking the video so it will help me beat the YouTube algorithm and also motivate me to do more. Please don't make any investment decision based on this, as I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I'm doing this for me and viewers' educational purpose only. Thanks for watching.